The Weaver Studio Resource Center, founded by Darshan Shah, is a non-profit branch of the Weaver Studio, a textile company dedicated to preserving the tradition of hand-woven clothing. The Resource Center is an outreach program whose mission is to provide basic healthcare, sanitation, education, and infrastructure to villages in the outskirts of Calcutta. Their most recent project is the Bhangore 1 cluster. After noticing major developmental issues, such as lack of clean water, sanitation, and medical dispensaries in both the villages and the schools, Weavers put together a team and devised a 3-year rehabilitation plan. They first started by implementing plantation. The goal was to maximize the resources that the village could offer. Working with the chiefs of the village, Weavers brought in the means to do the planting and divided the rest of the responsibility among the villagers. There were 3 most common types of trees planted: lemon trees, guava trees, and medicinal trees. The next issues Weavers began to address were education and health. The hallways of schools in the village were broken down, and in the classrooms, benches served as desks. Students were coming to school unclean, barefoot, with dirty or ripped uniforms. To address this, Weavers began day camps. A team of doctors, lecturers, and assistants drives into the outskirts of Calcutta. Upon arriving at the school, they set up and prepare for the day. Branching into different classes, the nutritional lecturer and body health lecturer begin to speak to the students in Bengali, which is their native language. They educate the students on basic hygiene and health maintenance. Even the mothers of kids are encouraged to listen to the lectures and ask questions. Afterward, an English teacher covers the alphabet and sometimes engages the students in songs. Following the lessons, the kids leave the classroom and head toward the eye camp portion of the day. They line up and enter one by one to meet with the optometrists. The eye test is described to the students, and then numerous tests are given. After the tests, if needed, the students will be prescribed eye drops. At the very end, before pack-up, as a kind gesture, there is a distribution of thalis, or plates, as well as raincoats for the children. The new plates are larger than what they usually use and stay in the school for lunch use. With the coats, when the monsoon season hits in early September, the kids can prevent catching a cold on their walks to school. In the final aspect of rehabilitation, the Weaver Studio appeals to the general health of the village cluster. By installing tube wells throughout, the issue of clean water has been addressed. Additionally, on Sundays, a general health clinic is held for adults. The villagers check in at the panchayat's headquarters and then meet with doctors. There is always constant communication between Darshan Shah, the Weavers team, and the clinic volunteers. A separate pediatric clinic is held for young babies and their mothers on the upper level of the building. the female doctors can be asked questions about health issues or about their small children. Some medicine can be given right away if the women need it, but if the condition is more serious, it is noted and taken care of by the time of the next clinic. The rehabilitation project has been initiated. More work is underway, and more issues are being addressed. By the end of 3 years, every single family in the village will have 2 providers, a clean water tank, and more socially aware children. Why? Because in the words of Darshan Shah,
we all really believed that everybody deserves a happily ever after.